Hello, folks. Good morning to you, folks. Hope you have a nice. Hope you have a nice. I hope you had a nice. What's called beautiful weekend. It was beautiful today. In my areas, it's not as beautiful today compared to the weekend. It looks out right now. You hear some kind of trick in the background. It's raining. It's gonna be like this for possibly all day in my area. Anyways, that's a quick update. Here's Lee, 120 miles, studying in Cat 3. Minimum snapbacks are 948 millibars. It's located to 23.5 north, 61.5 west. It's moving pretty slow at 8, north of 7 knots to 8 miles. His Margot, which is starting to move north, is almost a hurricane, 70 miles. Pushes down to 93 millibars. It's located at 20.1 north, 40 west. It's on to north of 9 miles, on 9 knots to 10 miles. You have two storms this way here. This way here has 10%. But it's before you talk on this two right here, I'll give you a topic on this one. It's a 10%. Invest 9% A weak area of low pressure is focused several hundred miles west-southwest of the Cabo Verde Islands. It's producing this only sound from to the world to the east of the center. Development of its system is unlikely before it merges with a tropical wave right here to its east to the next couple of days, only 10%. This one's up. A tropical wave located over the far eastern tropical Atlantic between the Cabo Verde Islands and the west coast of Africa is producing this only sound thunderstorms. The environment conditions is conducive for aggressive development of a system, and a tropical depression could form by the weekend when it moves westward to northwestward at 15 to 20 miles of the center of Atlantic. 6%. This one right here could hit this one. Like this one could be absorbed by this one. But these two right here, we focus on it in the video. First, talk about Lee. Here's his focus discussion. If many people like it, I'm going to read again. You know, it could be boring, but many people like it. So it stay well. Anyways, here's Lee has been holding steady in strength this morning. A NOAA hurricane hunters have been investigating Lee and found that the minimum pressure was around 948 millibars, while a combination of the 10 measured flight level and SFMR winds supported holding an initial tendency of 105 knots. The aircraft data have also shown a clear indication of a concentrated eye walls, which will likely cause fluctuation both up and down in least intensity in the next day or two. The major hurricane is moving slowly towards the northwest at about 7 knots. It continues slow motion between west-northwest and northwest, steered by a middle rate high towards northeast. On the middle of the week, the rates gradually to shift eastward as a mid to upper level trough amplifies over the eastern U.S. This bank change could soon cause lead to a northward with an increase in force speed. The Mars have gradually changed little this cycle, and only small changes were made to the efficient ANC focus track. Lee is likely to pass near but to the west of Bermuda late Thursday into Friday, and be situated on offshore and mainland states of New England by the end of the focus period. As mentioned above, fluctuations in plate strength are likely in the short term due to Iowa placing cycles. But there is an opportunity for some strengthening during the time, since systems expected to remain over very warm waters and in very low wind shear conditions. Beyond a couple of days, however, progressive cooler waters and a enormous increase in sea system caused lead to gradually weaken. Although the weakening is focused late in the week, Lee's focus expected The significant increase in size and hazard will extend well away from the east center of the storm by the end of the focus period. Here are the key messages. Dangerous surf and finding group guns will affect ports in Northern Islands, the Virgin Islands, Puerto Rico, Hispaniola, the Turks and Caicos Islands, the Bahamas, Bermuda, and most of the U.S. East Coast for most of the week. 2. Lee could bring strong winds, rainfall, and high surf impacts to Bermuda later this week. It is there somewhat the latest focus. And 3. The most fear that still wondering will hit the northeast. It remains too soon to know what level intestinal impacts Lee might have along the northeast U.S. coast and mid-Atlantic Canada late this week and this weekend. However, wind and rainfall hazards will likely extend well away from the centers as Lee grows in size. Users continue to monitor updates to focus of Lee during the next several days. Its intensity is focused to be back to Cat 4 again, but in the weekends back down again. As it's cooler water in wind speed back to a Cat, then back down to a Cat 3, then a Cat 2, then back to a Cat 1, but it's increasing size. So no matter if it's a Cat 1 or hurricane only, its size is going to start growing, even though it's not weakening density. Here's the second version of key messages right here. Key message, second version. But there's two also. This key message is for people who speak in English. This is the Espanol version. This is the Espanol version. Those people who speak Spanish. So, what's this? I might guess wrong. I might guess correct. Olas rompentes pelicanas y corates marias que amenazan la vida están afectando sectores de las islas de Sotoviento del Norte, las islas Vírgenes, Puerto Rico, la España, las Islas Turcas y Caicos, las Bahamas, Bermuda y las mayoría de la costa este de los Estados Unidos durante la mayoría, sorry, maybe I might get it wrong, sorry, de la semana. That's número uno. Número dos, le podría traer vientos fuertes, llevar y impactos de olas rompenientes a Bermuda más tarde esta semana. Interesante en estas áreas debían monitorear los pronósticos más recientes. Sorry, I made his case go out wrong. Sorry, bye, folks. Y número 3. Demasiado pronto para saber que nivel de impactos accionales le podría tener a lo largo de la costa noreste en los EU y el Atlántico de Canadá fines de esta semana y este fin de semana. Sin embargo, los peligros de vientos y lluvia probablemente de se extendían bastante lejos del centro a medida que la ciencia se en mano. Usanos debían continuar moviendo las acciones, la pronóstico de Lee durante los próximos días. Pardon me if I get this correct, not correct. This is the Espanol version. So here's a property of the Lee right now. See, Bermuda has sense of storm, sense. At the bottom you can see the lesson. It goes from 0 to 100. And you see, and you still see probably this increase right here on the northeast, but it's too far. But as it gets closer, expect this to grow, get bigger. Expect this to get bigger. So basically, as Lee moves north, speeds up, expect this wind field to start growing and this property to start increasing. So by the time it gets closer, these as right here, the chances of tropical storm will be much higher as Lee gets closer. Here's the late earliest recent time arrival of tropical storm force. Bermuda, Wednesday night into Thursday morning. Bermuda. In Maine and Massachusetts, Friday. In Canada will be in Maine during the weekend. So you have into Friday. So folks, if you're in Bermuda, you have up to into Bermuda, you have today, you have tomorrow, you have today and tomorrow to prepare for Lee. Prepare. Even though Lee may stay away from you, you might still see some impacts like tropical storm winds. And if you guys living in the northeast and the land Canada, even though it says it's going to impact by Friday or the weekends, you still got time to watch this because this could for the west. So if that's probably less than a chance of you to prepare, less time, since it's going to be moving fast. If it's moving to the east, then you'll be in the clear, but it's too early to tell. But here's the most likely scenario right here. Most likely. So see, so they still got time. Anyways, you can see the. Sorry, I just had some breakfast. This looks like. Doesn't look impressive to me compared to earlier when it was a cat 5. It's still stacking to cat 3. But some saying, why is this going to weaken? Or have we go? Whoa. If you look at the sea system button right here, focus on right here, sea system button. It's a cold wake up ahead, cold wake. But you notice now, this right here is 25 Celsius. It starts slowly warming. So by the time Lee gets there, it might be up like 26, 27 Celsius, but sea will increase. Even though it's a tiny patch of warm air right here, loop current. But due to early arrival of the cold front trough, it was increasing seal when it gets to the north. So it may not be as strong when it gets to you guys, Maine, but you still feel its impacts. So here's the latest models depicting. This is picking a northward turn for the next 2 days. So it starts turning in the next 2 days. And look at that, Tassie cluster. It could make landfall somewhere between like eastward Maine, all the way, that's the farther east it can go. The far west it goes is Halifax. But it doesn't mean Massachusetts are gone for impacts. If the center makes landfall here, you guys will see some wind and rain impacts. This right here. Even if the center will be over here. If the center is over here, you may feel some impacts, but lesser. Maine will still see some impacts, but the highest, the less will be for the west and greater for the east if the system makes landfall near Halifax. So crossing matters, especially if you guys live in, let's say, if you guys living in Connecticut, Rhode Island, Massachusetts, New Hampshire, Vermont, and Maine, New Labrador, and Nova Scotia. Places like Martha's Vineyard, Nantucket, Boston, Caribou, Bangor, Eastport, Maine, Halifax, St. Lawrence. That's probably somewhere over here. Those cases, like I said, need to closely monitor the system. Here's the global models and hurricane models together. Here's the deep summer models. See, it's the same depicting. We track for the west, which is getting more and more likely snow. There's still track moving to the east right here, but one concern is more and more models will contain a length for someone in New England, concerning. Some is saying, would this be like the 1939 Long Island hurricane? I'm not 100% sure. It's not be, most likely it's not gonna be, you may feel impact some Lee, but it would not be like the 1939 Long Island hurricane. Here's another one, guys. Ignore this one right here that goes to New Jersey. Right here. Ignore it. Enjoy, guys. Making landfall either in Portland, Maine, or Halifax, Nova Scotia. Here's the Tennessee guys right here. Slow declining as the system moves northward. Before I show you the models, here's the latest NC forecast. Right here, latest. Notice Bermuda's gonna be near you guys, but notice weekend it gets awfully close to New England, but somehow this only goes to 5 days, and this right here, make landfall, still probably at least 6 days away. But those cities, like I said, mentioned, need to closely monitor the system. Here's a focus model. Only focus on the eastern US. Then I'll zoom into the northeast US to get a better look. CS Lee and look at 12. See, even the cone will be moving away from, even though the center will be moving away from Lee, Bermuda. We used to see some rain. Then it goes for the north. Could impact the New England coast. But you can see in the UP model, today I'm picking those two models because those are, it's called reliable models that weather focus use. See, exactly similar to what the ZFS is saying, still impacting the northeast. But some saying, okay, it's going to hit the northeast. It's going to hit the northeast. But the real question is, where exactly will it make landfall? Where exactly will it make landfall? Exactly. Well, you have to go to northeastern US or Canada, Southeast Canada region, and you see what I mean. This is the up close. This is the up close version. Once again, this is a European model. Here's the geophysics model. Kind of agrees with the US says, but there's only two models. What does the Canadian model says? Canadian model, that's Z. Further west. For the east, but still impacting Maine. But not Nantucket. And here's the NAMZAM model. NAMZAM model. See? Going consensus is going to impact the northeast, New England. And the track you get more certain, but the impacts, how strong it will be, how extensive it will be, that's still up in the air. Once again, you may think, oh, I might as well say it's going to hit land. Yes, the models can hint there's a storm coming your direction. Yes, there's a storm coming. But the biggest question is, how strong, how fast it's moving, how strong, and how extensive it will be. Will it be bigger than what the model is saying? Will it be smaller than what the model is saying? Will it be exactly similar to the model is saying? What does the Aidsworth says? Gets awfully close. The Aceman still over water. But see, it's going. As the north is going to start weakening. This is perhaps A. Most maps are now hinting it'll be near the east coast, northeast. Pretty close. Okay, now we have so many details on Lee now. Let's focus on Margot and the other disturbances. Sorry, this is going to be a long video today. Marks of the sea. Focus big on Hurricane Lee today. Moves northward, peaks at 90 miles, and then slows down. Or it's Norfolk land. The next storm we saw has a 60% chance development. Could that be the next storm coming in the future? Well, if we go back to the CZ model, and this can go to North Atlantic, then yes, it could be another one. And some saying, wait! You're too fast, you're telling me that this next storm will follow exactly similar path as Lee. See, exactly similar path as Lee. Will this happen? It's taking them getting solid. This is only 1 mile. This will never happen. People saying, "Oh, this storm's gonna hit land, New Jersey. Look out! It's fancy lands beyond 10 days." What's the USS on take? Does the USS storm forming? Yes. And it's exactly similar as this early. The next, but it's 10 days out. And you can see here, this next disturbance is going to follow the same exact path as what Lee's taking. Exact same path. Would this change? Yes, it's still 10 days out. Anyways, since I haven't do any, sorry folks, I can't do any latest update today because I'll get really recorded class. So my next update will be sometime tomorrow or Wednesday. Because tomorrow I got some busy work to go do. I got morning time I'll be busy. So if you see me up in late, that's the reason why. Because I'll be busy. I'm not gonna tell you why, because it's a personal thing. I'm not gonna tell you because it's personal. If I so keep an update of the latest focus, since I might post tomorrow or on Wednesday. Depends how I feel tomorrow. If I feel better after the poems I have, I'll do updates. If not, wait until Wednesday. But a lot could change on Wednesday. So keeping aware. That's it for now, folks. And have your rest of your Monday Monday. And see you guys real soon. Take care. Goodbye.